Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. So let's check our secure connections, adjust our hoodies, and as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For today's episode, we will discuss how the FTX crypto collapse event will be used as justification for the issuance of the US digital dollar, since the powerful will never let a crisis go to waste.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste. And what I mean by that, it's an opportunity to do things that you think you could not do before.
For those who may have missed it, cryptocurrency exchange FTX collapsed in early November, following a report by CoinDesk highlighting potential leverage and solvency concerns involving trading firm Alameda Research. FTX faced a liquidity crisis, and a search for a bailout was quickly ensued. Rival company exchange Binance considered buying out portions of the company, but quickly backed out of that proposition. So officially, on November 11th of 2022, FTX's CEO stepped down and the company filed for bankruptcy. In the hours following, FTX potentially experienced a hack in which hundreds of millions of dollars worth of tokens were also stolen. The company's valuation plunged from about $32 billion to bankruptcy in a matter of days, dragging down Democrat mega donor Sam Bankman-Fried. This looks to be the biggest investment scam in world, let alone American history, with only the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme being a close competitor. I don't care or invest in crypto, you may say. This story doesn't seem to have much impact on my life or my privacy concerns. I don't think that sentiment could be farther from the truth. This crisis will be an inflection point and used as an accelerant to justify and push forward a swifter and complete adoption of a US digital dollar by the end of the decade. The United States has been considering issuing a digital dollar for the last several years, which will be backed by the nation's central bank, along with several financial institutions such as Citibank and MasterCard. In early November, these groups were testing the idea in a 12-week pilot with the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Those spearheading the launching of a digital currency claim it is motivated by many factors, such as enabling faster, safer, and cheaper payments, also as a way to keep China and other countries that have already issued or are piloting digital currencies backed by their central banks.
Defense! Defense!
That's pretty dumb, but,
Extended warranty? How can I lose?
perfect.
So let the Dark Web Deacon translate this media soundbite for you. Useful idiots and those who get off on absolute power would love to mimic other authoritarian countries. And the lesson from COVID was that despite majority compliance to ignorant, contradictory, and unconstitutional mandates, there still was a large minority of Americans who did not kneel and prevented them from having absolute power. So, that if they can control our money, then they will be unstoppable during the next crisis to crush anyone who dares to, let's say, walk on the beach alone without a mask on, or has reservations about injecting themselves with an experimental drug. The following quote is from Bashak Chakravarti, who chairs the Digital Planet program at Fletcher. Quote, "If we don't have a digital dollar and other central bank currencies take off, particularly if the Chinese currency takes off, the dollar will definitely lose its supremacy in international settlements." Wrong. Supremacy of the dollar is based on it being the world reserve currency, which is based on the US still being the number one economy in the world, not based on if the currency is digitally controlled by the government. This swamp creature previously worked as a consultant and partner at McKinsey & Company. Well, of course he did. McKinsey is one of the main reasons that middle America in the United States has been gutted the last 40 years with their uber globalist policies. The firm has been associated with a number of notable scandals, including the collapse of Enron in 2001, the financial crisis of 07-08, facilitating state capture in South Africa, and in February of 2021, McKinsey paid $600 million in settlement investigations due to its role in promoting the OxyContin epidemic in the United States. So how will these people push this idea of a digital currency controlled by the government and the central bank onto the American people? Well, they will use several arguments to guilt, bribe, force, coerce, leverage claims of social justice, and if all that fails, they will just use good old-fashioned outright lies. They will say it will help get rid of the inconvenience of physical cash, that less paper is green and it helps the environment. It will help stop people from buying illegal items or participating in illegal activity. They will also offer bribes, such as you will get a better interest rate or access to better financial assets if you use digital dollars. They will also get several submorons in universities to write research papers claiming that it helps social equity in certain communities who are disproportionately affected by the existence of cash. They will also claim it'll help us compete globally. And they will claim that they will never, ever use it as a weapon against their political enemies and citizens they disagree with politically by shutting off their ability to spend these digital dollars and function in society. And lastly, they will have the corrupt lapdogs in the media put all these talking points out on blast over and over again until you don't know who to believe or what's up, what's down, what's left, and what's right. It's ironic, I think. All those who supported and helped create the underlying technology around blockchain and cryptocurrency as a means to increase the power of the individual and free ourselves from corrupt, unaccountable, and irresponsible government institutions may have inadvertently built the tools that will enslave the world. Ubiquitous physical surveillance, coupled with monetary surveillance, will make it impossible for any oppressed people to meet, coordinate, and create a resistance movement. As has happened throughout history, from the storming of the Bastille to the American Revolution. Ben Franklin once said those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. But with digital currency controlled by authoritarian governments, it's even more appalling. For those who would give up liberty for the convenience of a digital dollar will end up enslaving themselves and their children for a lifetime. Check out the Dark Web Deacon merch store. We have high-quality t-shirts, accessories, and signature hoodies, of course, and become a true Dark Web enthusiast and VIP. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday.